Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation has different events and activities throughout the day to raise awareness about cancer. And I'm going to bring in two very special guests, Becki and Sam Baxter. Thank you so much for joining us. They are parents of a cancer patient. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your story. Let's just start with that and how Bronson is doing now.
Yeah, he's doing well. Symptom-wise and all things like that, he's doing quite well. So yeah, he's hanging in there. He's being a kid.
But we're still in the middle of our journey. We started about a year ago. Bronson was diagnosed with a brain tumor, which turned into medulloblastoma group 3, which wasn't a great one. And so for the last year, we've been going through treatments, chemo, radiation, all the things. And unfortunately, we just got not a great scan right before Christmas. And it looks like we're going to be in this a little bit longer. And the cancer we thought that was shrinking returned pretty aggressively. Yeah. So
how old is Bronson?
He is 12.
And how are you both doing?
You know, I mean, I go task to task, so it works pretty well for me in terms of being able to stay focused on just what the next deliverable is. And for me, that's been something that's been helpful. So I'll be able to just go through, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next?
Yeah. And that's our challenge right now. We're trying to figure out what to do next. We've kind of gone through the protocols they've given us, and at this point, there isn't much they said they can do. So we're on the hunt for clinical trials at this moment to see what else we can do for him. But I would say day to day, some days are better than others, but we definitely...
He's got 3 brothers, so we keep busy.
Yeah.
What keeps you going when things feel overwhelming?
We both share a really strong faith. Yeah. And I would say I don't know how we would actually be able to do this without our faith in God. And not just as, a broad brush thing, but in terms of every single day, spending time in our Bibles and praying and just feeling completely sustained by the peace of God, even though our circumstances are pretty much worst case scenario at this point.
Yeah, and it isn't just something ethereal. There's also the community that of the church that we've really leaned on heavily and has reached out and been tremendously supportive. So the communities, and we've lived in a few different places, so we've built kind of church communities kind of across the continent, actually. Yeah. So they've all reached out. They've all been supportive with messages and encouragements and prayers. So that has probably been the one thing that has been the most encouraging and supportive through this.
Yeah.
And how has your son, Bronson, shown his resilience in his own way?
Oh man, he is a tough kid. Out of our 4 boys, he's the one who kind of thinks most analytically through things. So we've tried to process things through him in terms of updates, change. How you feeling, buddy? How are things going? And he just tells us there's no hiding of things. It's very. He's very kind of open and shares things with us.
And years ago, I'll share this real quick. When he was little, he was actually afraid of everything. Everything made him anxious or afraid. And so we started praying over him and calling him Bronson the Brave. We're like, Bronson, it's Jesus who makes you brave. You can trust him. And that was when he was 2 years old. And so we have actually been calling him Bronson the Brave for the last 10 years, not knowing how it would prepare him for this time. And so that Joshua 1:9 is a verse that we come back to time and time again and just speak over him. And he has miraculously lived that out. In the worst days in the hospital, he has kept such a level head and humbled us. Like, he's done.
Yeah, he's owned that name. Yeah. Bronson the Brave has been that name. He's got it on T-shirts. He's got it on wristbands that we wear. That and that's really kind of something he's clung to, which is great.
On World Cancer Day, what would you want other parents to know who are just starting this journey?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Every journey is different. Mm-hmm. Everyone's path is going to be different. Yeah. You are going to need people. You are going to need a faith. I would say.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And it's going to be okay, even on your hardest day. there's no giving up hope. And I think that's why our faith is so important, is because our hope is not in the outcome of the circumstance, but it's that there is a God who loves Bronson more than we do. And we can trust him with him. And that brings an incredible peace that nothing else, because you can spiral so easily.
Yeah, accept help.
Yeah. You're
people, yeah, people want to help.
Yeah.
And as human beings, I believe we do have a natural nature to want to support each other. Be willing to accept it. Don't try and do it alone. Lean on people who have been brought into your life.
Becki and Sam, thank you so much for this. Becki and Sam are parents of Bronson the Brave, who is currently a cancer patient. We really appreciate your time and for you sharing your story with us. And World Cancer Day is marked every year today on February the 4th. Back to you.